Hey guys, what's up? Derek here with another video, and today I regret to inform you of the news that I will no longer be streaming Skywars. Thought about this over the last week very hard, and I've just decided that I'm not going to be streaming Skywars anymore for the sake of my mental health. I'm going to be going into detail here in a minute about why I came to this conclusion. A lot of people can probably already put it together what the conclusion is, but I will give context for those who don't either watch my streams a lot or know the full extent of what has been going on. So I'm sorry if I have a hard time talking about this, because it's something that's really important to me. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy this video, and just try to watch the whole thing if you can. It'll help give you context and what I plan on doing next after not streaming Skywars anymore. So it all started when I started streaming Skywars. I think it was like 2020 or 2021. I started streaming Skywars and I was like, wow, this is great. This is awesome. I had so much fun. And me and the original OG gang that I had in my streams and everything, from Potos, we all had fun streaming and just messing around and having fun. And we had the occasional stream snipers, which was it's bound to happen when you stream. There's nothing you can do about that, so that's fine. But the Skywars community started taking a negative turn after, COVID let up, and people started getting lives again and growing up and just quitting the game. And also skill-based matchmaking being implemented. A lot of people didn't like that and were like, okay, the queues are way more sweatier now and this is just not worth it, so I'm not going to play. So the game started taking a turn, and the amount of normal people that were in the community started dwindling just because they started getting lives and doing good things for themselves, which I'm really happy for. I've seen a lot of old friends of mine do really well for themselves here recently, so I'm proud of them. But I decided to continue streaming through these times. So I started streaming in 2020 or 2021. I can't quite remember, but fast forward a little bit to 2024. Now I've had some bad stream sniping instances before then where people were being really weird, making weird names about me and, family members and stuff like that of mine, because there was some really horrible stuff I got into back in 2021, I think. I can't quite remember the date, but I said a joke that I shouldn't have to somebody, and it caused me to basically get doxxed. They brought my family into it, sexualized my 7-year-old sister really badly, and made alts and Twitter accounts and stuff like that of her picture, like of what she looked like, and made really nasty remarks about her. And so that whole thing traumatized me. I shouldn't have made the joke that I did. I think I sent a joke, a personal joke to the guy, and it was just something that I shouldn't have said, and I do deeply regret it. But it kind of traumatized me, that whole event, because the people would snipe me with usernames and awful skins made of me and my sister and stuff like that. And so it kind of scarred me for a long time. And I was like, okay, so I'm obviously not going to really, recover from that fully. Like that affected me so deeply because they brought my family into it, when what I would have preferred to do is just apologize to them and, fix it from there. But yeah. And then, later on, people started sniping me and stuff like that, groups of people. And it just was like, okay, I get a little bit tired of it. It was frustrating because I'm a legit player who is getting sniped by unlegit people. And then so skip forward to 2024, when I have this event called a win-a-thon on Twitch. And so you drop a sub, and I add a certain amount of wins to the counter that I need to complete for that. So at a certain point, this group of people decided to snipe me until I stopped playing. And I've already dealt with these people for a while because they were on my case for a couple months, I think. And so they completely ruined my win-a-thon. I got sniped so hard until the point that I just stopped streaming completely. Even after my wedding, I took a long break because I just didn't even have any motivation to stream anymore. This this win-a-thon was to raise money for my honeymoon. We'd already paid for the honeymoon, so this was just for extracurriculars, like extra activities that we wanted to do and have fun. You know, in case we wanted to do something extra or have an extra nice dinner or something like that. Just something to raise money for. Everybody knew that going into the event and all that. So I kind of took that personally because the whole community just decided to snipe me until I stopped streaming completely. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to raise money for something, you know, wholesome and, you know, something great because, you know, it's a celebration of my new future, my wife and my life, you know? But yeah, they didn't want me to have that. So I stopped streaming for several months and then I came back, started streaming on YouTube, and the same exact thing happened. Different group of people though. And they have been on my case ever since I started streaming on YouTube again. And it's so exhausting and mentally tiring. Every single time I stream, they hop on and try to snipe me. There's been several times where I have to have my queue screen on for like 20-30 minutes because I literally cannot get a queue without them being there. And it's hard to queue dodge people because Skywars first of all, Skywars is dead. So there's barely any people playing it. Second, skill-based matchmaking makes it to where you automatically queue sweats if you're above the threshold for stars. So it's going to be easier to queue these people no matter what. So there's not really any point in avoiding them. It's hard to. It's kind of impossible to unless you get really lucky. But then the thing that gets me more in trouble with certain people is my friends will see that I'm getting sniped, or I'll be like, hey, I'm getting sniped, can you help me? And certain people will log on to try to help me because I'll be getting B-hop snipe at this point, or people just blatantly cheating and killing me. And I'm like, dude, I need help with this. Like, I can't handle this on my own. So friends of mine will get on and snipe these people back, which obviously is like a morally questionable thing because it's not legit. And you could kind of consider that boosting, but you know, how am I going to enjoy my streams or, you know, have my community enjoy what they're watching if I don't have this kind of help to begin with, you know? But these people will constantly snipe me and ruin my time and my viewers' time. And, you know, I done a killathon recently where, you know, I donate a channel member or become a channel member and I add a certain amount of kills to the counter. Huge shout out to Blissolic and Daniel for gifting all the subs they have and others who have gifted. The counter went super high. It got above 2,000. And so I've been chipping away at a few hundred kills per day, per stream. And these people that want to keep sniping me have kind of made that impossible for me to make any progress because, you know, they just queue into my games and try to ruin my time. And they'll have like, you know, 2 or 3 or 4, maybe even 5 people at a time doing this. I can't quite fully remember how many people in total it is because it's usually different accounts, different numbers every time. But it just gets mentally tiring. And then recently, people have been dragging my wife into this vendetta they have against me and making account names with her, like, you know, like saying rude, disgusting things about her. And I'm kind of just, you know, at my breaking point where I don't want to deal with this anymore, especially on stream either, because it's live, you know, I can't really handle some of this stuff. You know, I'm a human being. Obviously, this stuff's going to affect me, but it's hard to handle it on stream because it's live and you have to be careful what you say and how you react and all that. And I've tried ignoring it the best I can. Ignoring it or not, these people still do it as much as they want and are ruthless with it. And it's very sad to see that the community has devolved as much as it has. It used to be a nicer community. The community used to be more positive than it is now. But now everybody, you know, either cheating or boosting or, you know, sniping or whatever. And I don't understand why there's no regulations against this stuff. You know, people, you know, they say cheating and boosting is against the rules, yet you rarely see anybody get banned for it. I really do think this stuff started going downhill once they removed helpers and moderators because people took longer to get muted, people took longer to get banned, and, you know, everybody finds new ways around the anti-cheat whenever it gets updated. So it's just kind of like there's not really any winning. And I'm really sorry to say this to all my, you know, loyal fans and members and anybody who really watches my videos and takes inspiration from my stuff. I'm so sorry that I'm not streaming Skywars anymore, but I do have to do this for my mental health. It is, it's what I need, and it'll help me feel better because I won't be having to put myself through this stuff. Because I was going into stream being like, oh my goodness, am I going to get sniped today? I shouldn't have to wake up and prepare for a stream and like calm myself that, like mentally prepare myself, be like, okay, am I going to get sniped today? I shouldn't have to worry about that. You know, it's pretty dumb to have to worry about. But with the Skywars community being as horrible as it is, it's just a thing. It's how it is now, and it's very tragic and it's very sad because it's not how it was before. But yeah, that's the point that we're at now. I'm sorry. You know, there's only a few of us Skywars content creators left, and me leaving the streaming scene definitely gives a bit of a hit to how much content exposure this game has. But unless there's something done about this stuff, I'm not going to be streaming Skywars anymore. So I'm sorry. I'm probably going to be moving on to Bed Wars for streaming purposes, but for videos, I'll be sticking to Skywars and maybe some Bed Wars. But I do want to explore different avenues because Skywars is dying, and I do not think that it will get any better because of how much worse it's getting and how it's continually getting worse, and nothing's really done about it. So I know this is a big switch. I've been hyper fixated on Skywars for years, but yeah, this is a switch I'm having to make for my mental health. And I'm sorry again, guys. I've tried to stay out of as much drama and beef that I could possibly have avoided coming back to the scene and just growing and maturing as a person. But you know, sometimes in this community, you just kind of get dragged into stuff no matter if you like it or not. So it's very unfortunate, but I do appreciate you guys' support. It means the world to me. And I do hope that you guys will support me on my new endeavor to stream Bed Wars, because I think it'll be better and it'll be easier not to get sniped as much playing Bed Wars. And yeah, thank you guys for all the support again. Here's a huge shout out to my channel members right here. I'm going to have this on the screen for the next few seconds before this video ends. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.